It states Mr. Kohberger has long had a habit of going for drives alone. Often he would go for drives at night. He did so late on November 12th and into November 13th, 2022. Mr. Kohberger is not claiming to be at a specific location at a specific time. At this time, there is not a specific witness to say precisely where Mr. Kohberger was at each moment of the hours between late November 12th, 2022 and early morning November 13th, 2022. He was out driving during the late night and early morning hours of November 12th to November 13th, 2022. So he was out for a long drive. These 4 pages, they don't give any evidence to back that up, but there was one line that stood out to me. It says, Mr. Kohberger has indicated he anticipates corroborating witnesses. So maybe there are witnesses. They may have witnesses waiting. Maybe there aren't witnesses. We don't know that part yet. They didn't fill us in there, but apparently they are claiming the alibi is he was out driving during that time. Joining me now with their insights on all of this, criminal trial attorney and NewsNation legal analyst Sara Azari. She also has a weekly podcast called The Presumption. And Dave Aronberg, state attorney for Palm Beach County and a former assistant attorney general. We've got a great panel tonight, Sara and Dave. I want to start with you, Sara. I mean, out driving. They say that he was out driving around. I mean, what do you make of it? I guess I was just expecting something more than that.
Well, I'm sorry you're disappointed, Brian, but look, Ann Taylor's all business. She's no games here. And I think we're used to seeing an alibi in the traditional sense where it is, I was here at this time and these are the people that can corroborate it. That's not what she's doing. What stood out to me is that there is this new information, and we know that she's saying he was alone. Translation: there is nobody that corroborates, where he was, what he was doing at this time, and that she was driving around. That's key because should those cell pings, the movement of the car, the data from the phone, in fact check out and be reliable forensic evidence, then he doesn't have to deny that it was him driving that Elantra. He could just say, that still is insufficient to place me in this party house and put a knife in my hand. So I think those 2 terms were really significant in terms of the new information. And again, I think, alibi under Idaho code doesn't necessarily have to be, I was there, I was with this person at this time. Because remember, in this case, the time stamps go far beyond the 15-minute window around the murder. So for him to be able to get a gazillion terabytes of information and go through all of this with the delay and then be able to say where he was exactly at a specific time is impossible at this. And they're pressing Ann Taylor saying, where's the alibi? Where's the alibi? Where's this? She's like, here's fine. This is what he was doing. He was driving, and that's as much as we can tell you at this point.
Okay, so he was driving around, they say. We know there were cell phone pings, which I guess could go along with this driving around alibi. But Dave, my question is, remember, they said that his phone was turned off during the time of the murders. So if they're going to say he was driving around, how do they then explain why the phone was mysteriously turned off just at the time when the murders happened?
Yeah, such a criminology expert this defendant is, huh? He turns off his phone during the murders and expects to get away with it because of it. How will they find me? My phone was turned off. Well, the stuff in Ann Taylor's document, her pleading, is not inconsistent with what happened. This is what she said, as you quoted, that he would go on drives at night, and he did so late on November 12th and into November 13th. Well, that is still consistent with slaughtering those innocent victims. He could have been driving late on November 12th, stopped at the house in the wee hours, and then drove back. So it's not inconsistent. But the whole purpose of this alibi requirement under Idaho law is to avoid trial by ambush. You want to give prosecutors a chance to track down the witnesses so that Kohberger doesn't show up the day of trial and says, here it is, here's Uncle Stewie, I was at his house with him. That's not fair. And they didn't give any witnesses because there are no witnesses. He's just going to say he was by himself that night. How convenient.
Sara, I remember you told me early on, I remember you said this. You said this on the show, that you thought the biggest issue for the defense was that the phone was turned off. You found that that was a problem. It still doesn't seem like they can explain that. They can say he was driving around, but how do you look past the fact that the phone was turned off?
I thought you were going to cross-examine me. Yeah, I still stand by what I said. I think that's always the bad fact when a phone is on consistently and then is suddenly off. That to me is far worse than some of the stuff we hear about the touch DNA, for example, at the scene. I think we need to know a lot more about the cell data. Again, to be able to put this into context, I think prosecutors always, Dave may be the exception, but prosecutors always come with hand-picked, cherry-picked pieces of evidence and information, and we then come in with a bigger context. And so without really seeing what the cell data is like, I can't really say how bad it is that his phone is off,
Yeah, it makes sense.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.